Okay, as promised, the next question, what happens to C net for two capacitors in series as C1 goes to 0, right? So two capacitors in series, right? This one goes to 0. I've made it this one instead of C2, just mix it up. What happens to that equivalent capacitance, right? So again, we'll do the same thing. We'll follow the algebra steps, and then we'll try to come up with an understanding why it happens that way. Well, if C1, that's right here, goes to 0, doesn't this go to infinity, I think, right? So let's write that down. Let's write that down like this. So C net is 1 over 0 plus 1 over C2, but 1 over 0 goes to infinity. Just doing some loose algebra here, right? That one goes to 0. Yep, that's the one. And, well, 1 over 0, as the denominator goes to 0, that goes to infinity. Okay. So then if this goes to infinity, this is just some fixed number, what must C net go to? 1 over infinity, the whole thing just goes to 0, right? So I'll just put that here. C net goes to 0. So, right, this is essentially, so if one of these capacitors has 0 capacitance, then the net capacitance is 0, which kind of seems a little counterintuitive. I think most people think, oh, well, if this one is 0, then it's just going to go to C2, right? It's like, you know, thinking about the adding formula. But the reason why that doesn't happen, I'm going to redraw this in a different way. Essentially what's happening is this. This kind of helps illustrate why it goes to 0. Essentially, what we're saying, if C1 goes to 0, maybe the area of those plates goes to 0, right? Which is essentially just like an open wire, right? It's like, instead of charges being able to pile up on one side, positive charges which attract negative charges, which draws the current further down the wire, this is just a block. Nothing can really build up right here. The current stops flowing. There's no capacitance in this net circuit here. The other way to think about it is kind of thinking about the distance between the plates. This is just kind of an illustration, of course. Maybe, didn't we also say that the capacitance goes to 0 as the distance between these plates goes to infinity, gets big? So if the distance between these two plates is large, essentially it's like having a plate here and a plate 5 feet over there. You're not going to have any current flowing and no capacitance. You know, the net circuit is just going to do nothing, because essentially this is just a break in the wire. And that's why the net capacitance goes to 0. Cool. Okay. We'll look at something else next.